What is up, Nell Nation? You got Chris Nelson here coming at you live from La Casa de Nelson. And I know what you're thinking. Why is Chris not out on a lake doing some fishing? Well, we're doing something a little bit different. It's been kind of a heck of a weekend for Mrs. Nelson Man Fishing and I, and we're in the process of moving into our own home, and we are thinking of maybe moving into a different state. We haven't decided which one yet. Maybe Texas, down there a ways. But yeah, we've been dealing with that, and so this weekend fishing just wasn't going to happen for me. So I decided to do something a little bit different. I have got a delivery from 6 Cents Lure Company that I am going to be doing an unboxing today. So it's not what y'all are used to, me going out and catching fish, but something a little bit different, and let's just get into it. Every 6 Cents delivery, comes in these 6 Cents bags. I've already opened this, so just to see what's in here, but hey, we're gonna have some fun. First one on our list of baits we're gonna look at is this Movement L7. This is the sexified chartreuse shad, and these baits are it's a shallow water crankbait, dives 3 to 6 feet, and it's this one's weird because this bait actually hunts on the retrieve. It hunts from side to side in kind of like an S-shaped pattern, and it's just provides more bites when you're reeling back to your boat or back to the bank. Because of that S-shaped pattern, it's going through the water. It's real erratic and aggressive. It's not like just a little, weaving through. No, it's like it's moving. It's definitely making some movement. It's got the nice extra sharp black nickel hooks on it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's got them black nickel hooks on it. The color is just real nice on this one. I really like this one. This is it quickly rebounds off thick brush, trees, rocks, and other type of cover. So basically, it's just an all-around bait you could throw anywhere, no matter what kind of cover you're working on, or working with, I should say, and you can bounce it off anything, and it'll just do what crankbaits do. I mean, not the only thing is though, not a whole lot of crankbaits like this actually hunt like this one. So there aren't any other crankbaits that are going to do what this one does. So that's one I'm definitely interested in throwing this coming spring, summer-ish. And then I've got, I do have 2 of these. I have the Movement 80X here, and I don't know if y'all can see these. I've got the Shad Craft, which is this guy right here, the shad color, pretty shad color there. And we've got this chartreuse black bat color. I got both of these because I couldn't decide which one to get, so I got them both. Why not? And these ones here are these dive up to 5 feet. They are made for crashing thick shallow cover like the L7. These ones are just built to go through grass and bump over rocks and stumps and everything else that is in the water, going around dock posts and stuff like that. This has a unique rattle chamber in it, meaning if you listen, it rattles a little differently than the other 6 Cents baits will do. And this one is the 80X is kind of like the L7 in the fact that it hunts. It has its own unique motion to it. So these are going to be real good. They've got rear tail bearings, which gives them that action. So we're going to be enjoying throwing these in the coming warmer months. I really like this shad color. It's really pretty. It's a little more natural too. So the fish aren't they're used to seeing like baits and stuff that are like fish or crawfish or something. The really weird ones you see at like Walmart or Target, like the pink, the blues, and all the weird colors, sometimes it just don't look natural. So sometimes to make a change, you just throw something a little more natural, you get more bites. That's how it works. Next up, we have the Crush 100X square crankbait, square bill crankbait, excuse me. And this is the spring bluegill color. Nice, another natural looking bait. The 100X here is, it dives up to 5 feet, has a hard thumping kind of random action to it. It's got a real, like I said in the last one, they've all got, some of them, or most of them I should say, have the rattle chambers. This one is real faint. It's not like a hard, or like the hard rattle like the Movement 80X, but this is also for cranking over rocks and stuff and all that shallow cover. It's got the 3D gill plates, 3D eyes, and 3D scales, like all these baits are gonna have. It's just because Sixth Sense is like very detail oriented. The detail they put into their baits are what make these baits so good. The gills and the plates and whatever is just makes it look more natural so that you get more bites. Like you go to the Walmart or your friendly neighborhood bait shop and grab a couple crankbaits, throw out in the bait. They're not going to look as good as these are. They're not going to work as good, and you're probably not going to get enough. I'm not saying you're not going to get any bites on them, but you're not going to get as many as you would with these. Next, we got ourselves, I did happen to get something a little bit different from the crankbait, so I did happen to pick up some of the Divine Hybrid Jigs, and these are the pumpkin, the green pumpkin color, because the black was all sold out. And these ones here are they're called the Hybrid Jig because if you look at the heads on these, they're not what you see in regular jig heads. They're more they're oddly shaped, I guess you could say. It's because they're a mix between like a structure jig, a football jig, and a grass jig. They took aspects of each of those jig types and put them into this jig. So this is an all-round jig. You can throw this absolutely anywhere and any cover, and it'll get the job done. And I like it because of the color and the reliability, and just because of that factor that you can throw it absolutely anywhere. It's got the size 5 hook on there. See that? I don't know if you can see that yet. But yeah, just throw it anywhere. It'll do the job for you. Throw it up in rocks, around the docks, or anywhere, and it'll just do it for you. I got 2 of them because I'm really, really interested in throwing those. And then I did pick up also 3 sets, I should say, of the Divine Shaky Head jigs. These things are they're huge. If you look, these are only the 3/8 ounce size, and this is like a huge hook. This is a oversized hook for, this is actually for bigger creatures, craws, oversized worms. And if you look on here, it's got this where is it at? It's got this screw right here, if you can see that right there. That's for actually screwing your baits, the tip of your bait onto that screw, and it'll hold your bait onto there. Your oversized worms, your craws, whatever you decide to throw on this thing. This is strictly for really large plastics. You throw them, and it'll, if you notice, I saw this. It's actually kind of interesting. If you do it, set this just right, you can actually, once I get the package open without stabbing myself, these jigs are a little odd because you put your plastic on there. I don't know if you can see this, but it stands up. These jigs can actually stand up. It's because this bit down here on the end is flat, so the stand up give you a better presentation. Here, see, they just stand up. Better presentation of your bait, a little more natural, so they're not just kind of flopped over on their side, just kind of like, oh, I'm just lying here like a dead fish, you know what I mean? But I can't wait to throw these as well. I've got some big plastics and some craws and some creatures that I'm looking for a reason to throw, so I've kind of finally got some decent hooks I can put them on. If you guys out there like your big plastics, or you're just interested in trying these jigs, go to the store, get yourself some plastics, put on it. and they'll do you just fine. Like I said, I got 3 sets of these because they're going to probably become a staple in my bass hunting arsenal, I guess you could say. Next on our list is the Curve 55. I got this one in the black craw color. I don't know if you can see. Hang on. It's probably better for you. The black craw color. I wanted the black magic color, but they're all sold. 6 Sense is all sold out in black magic color and everything. Like absolutely everything. Doesn't matter what bait or style you're looking for. Black magic color sold out, guaranteed. I just don't know why. Apparently, it's like the color right now. It's doing real well. It's just because it's that black and blue. So I found something that was rather close to it, and just got a hold of it. So this is the Curve 55. I pulled it out of the box already because I was really interested in looking at this one. This one here is a shallow diver. This is my medium diver. This is my 5 to 9 foot dive. And this one is, it's got a special weight system. It dances from side to side in it. It's got something in there that makes it a special weight system in there, that makes this thing dance from side to side when it is being retrieved. It's, like I said, it's got the 5 to 9 foot dive on it, and it's got a very tight wobble on it. It's not like, ooh, when it goes from side to side, it's real tight. Make it look like a fish swimming in the water. And this thing, you can crank it over anything. It's got these very sharp, very, very sharp, don't ask me why I know that, black nickel hooks on them, and they'll rip through everything as far as plants and whatnot. You know, the crap we got to deal with as lure fishermen coming out of the water. We got grass, we got weeds, we got lily pads, we got everything. You can, old boots and stuff like that, if you ever found some of them. I know I have. But yeah, this Curve 55 is a little deeper than my other baits. I'm looking to throw this in some of the bigger lakes around here, maybe like Boyd, or take it up to Bar Lake over in Brighton, see if I can't get a hold of something up in there. But if you look, like I said, 6 Sense is all about their details. If you can look real close, you can see those 3D eyes and the gill plates and the scales. You can see every single scale on this thing. And that's on every single one of their baits. The colors and the designs are just top-notch. And that's why I really like 6 Sense. So I'm hoping to get every single one of these out on the water very, very soon. And last but not least, this is my Crush Flat 75X. This is a flat-sided design. It's a little thinner. I don't know if you can see it while it's still in the box. It's a little thinner than the other ones, like the 100X here. It's a little thicker on there. It's the flat sides on this thing give it a unique action, and it's got a more like a vibrating or rolling action to it. This one dives up to 5 feet, and this is actually used best in when you get those conditions. You know, it's been a rough bite all day. It's maybe a little colder outside, or the water isn't it's clear, and it's just something's just not right. Tie this on, throw it out. It's got it's a fast rolling motion, excites shallow water fish. So this is probably for those fish that you know are just tucked up underneath the bank or out on beds or something. Just get it out there, and it'll do it for you. It's got that resonating, light knocking sounds that provoke strike without spooking finicky fish. So those fish are out there that probably, you're going to a lake that's been fished like by everybody you know and their brother. And so the fish have seen lots of baits, and they're like, oh no, I ain't going to do nothing. It's like they got PTSD or something. Basically, those finicky fish, this is what you want to be throwing at them, is this flat 75X. It's got this engineered buoyancy designed to not just crash and deflect cover, but to back out quickly, reducing hangups. So basically, this thing has been made to be indestructible, basically, and you won't very well lose it, and we all know it's going to happen at some point, but it's just designed to where it reduces that fact. This one here is my I got this in the bluegill spawn color. Like I said, I've been wanting to throw some stuff that's a little more natural looking, not as weird, I guess you could say. But you can get all these baits and more, and apparel and rods and stuff on 6 Cents Fishing, their website, which I will hopefully have linked down below this video. I hope you guys, I know it's not, like I said, it's not what we're usually doing or what I was usually wanting to do, is go do fishing videos all day, but sometimes you gotta roll with the punches, and that's what we're doing today. So I'm doing, I'm gonna be getting some more fishing videos done for y'all, and we're gonna be hopefully getting a little bit warmer here soon. It's still cold outside, so you're gonna be seeing some more ice fishing videos. You're gonna see me out there freezing just so I can go out there and get the fish. It's the sacrifice all us fishermen make during this time of the year. But yeah, these are all my new 6 Cents baits. Go and check out 6 Cents Fishing on Google, or Google their website, and go and check them out. They've got your divine hybrid jigs. They've got so many baits, it's not even funny. I have only just scratched the surface of what they got, and this is like 50-60 bucks right here, just saying. They're not cheap, but they definitely work. But yeah, so like I said, we're going to be doing some more fishing and using these new baits and just trying to hunt the biggins. Forgive me for not doing the fishing, but you got to do what you got to do. So we will see you all next weekend when I go out and do some more fishing, hunting the biggins. So be safe out there on the water no matter where you're at, and we'll see you out there. Later.